Hello, class. My name is Jack Moeller, and I will be your instructor for Survey of Math this semester. This is my fourth year now at Carl Albert, but I've been teaching this particular course for probably about 20 years now. It's one of my favorite courses to teach. There's a lot of interesting topics we cover in here. Uh, so I look forward to this semester. If you ever hear me refer to Rose or Rose State, I did spend several years in Midwest City at Rose State College, so sometimes I still revert back to that instead of saying Carl Albert. So this is an intro video, just a couple of things I want to point out. I will be doing another video on how to work with MATLAB, because that's an important part. Everything we do this semester is going to go through MATLAB. All your work is going to be turned in via MATLAB, all your tests, all your homework, all your quizzes. And once you go through all that material in Blackboard, I have links on that to get you started. But it'd definitely be worth the time to show you how it all works. Now, I will admit I'm kind of old school. I prefer in-person classes. With these online classes, you don't get the person-to-person interaction, and I know I'm definitely going to miss that this semester with this course. Hopefully some of you will take advantage of the fact that I'm willing to meet via Zoom or in person, and I can help you, some of you, that way. A couple of semesters ago, I had a student had back surgery and couldn't walk for a while. So for a month of Saturdays, we would get on Zoom and go take a couple hours and go through everything that he missed for the week. So that is something I'm willing to do if I need to. Let's see. I would say I would have two main suggestions for you all to be successful this semester. The first one is, you have questions, please ask, and ask sooner rather than later. I think the easiest way to fail a math class is that you fall behind, and more so in an online class. So if you're having any issues with the math, with MATLAB, with Blackboard, anything else, please let me know. So though, if nothing else, let me be a resource to help you be more efficient with your time. And so particularly at the beginning of the semester, where we're still learning how everything works, a lot of times I can help you in a couple of minutes, and sometimes on your own, it might take you much longer than that to figure out what you're doing. So please, and the email is going to be the best way to get in contact with me. I'm checking my email constantly during the week. Check it on evenings, on weekends. I am a night owl, so don't expect quick responses in the morning. And then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, that's when my main in-person classes are. So I'll be a little bit slower on the afternoons on those days. But like in the evenings, I like to make sure that I answer all my emails before I go to bed. So don't be surprised if we get emails from me like midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning. So that's normal time for me. So that's the first thing. If you have questions, ask. Second thing, please pay attention to your due dates. That's part of the, don't want to fall behind. Now, when you get into MATLAB here in a day or two, you'll see that the due dates I have in there, those are based on my in-person Monday, Wednesday, Friday class. And the reason I set it up that way is so that way it kind of helps you plan out your time so that you have like a consistent workload each week. There's definitely flexibility in those due dates. You can work past your due dates for your homework and quizzes. Because I know a lot of students that do online classes work during the week, and so you do all your work on the weekend. So it's like, if you're working past the due dates for that sort of thing, that's fine. But if you're consistently like getting behind on your due dates and having to catch up, typically what that means is you're not going to be ready for the test. And everything in a math class always works up to taking the tests. So those due dates I have in there are just to help you stay on track, and hopefully not try to overload you too much in any one week. So again, we'll talk about that a bit more when I get into the MATLAB video. So being an intro video, I'm not going to get into other details. I will say your first job is to get in there, read the syllabus, see if you have any questions, and we'll go from there. So hopefully everybody starts off well and has a good semester, and I look forward to getting to meet some of you and just helping you get through your math course this semester successfully. Okay, I will talk to you later.